Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we have escaped the green hells that were the urban jungle park. Which, I mean, sure, you know, the idea of like a house in the jungle, sure, it's fancy. Really, I dislike the park. Really do, because building in it, oh man, I still cannot sleep. It was such a nightmare. Yeah, it was bad. It was truly bad, you know. And in the end, you know, I don't mind if it's wonky or all of that, but when it gets frustrating to just build a track, that's really turns me off on a park. So yeah, you know, glad to have it behind us. Glad to have passed it. Luckily for us, it wasn't difficult. Like hell, it was crazy easy. You know, too easy to be honest. Which kind of is like in line with how the last few parks have been. They've just been stupidly easy. And we are at the end of this expansion almost. I mean, just so you guys know, I mean, obviously we've done all of these, and we have done all of these, right? And we have done almost all of these. We are up next for Terror Town, so let's head into that. Now, Terror Town, this urban area, not urban again, is all yours to develop as an amusement park. We need to have 10 different types of roller coaster operating. Wait, 10 different types of roller coaster? Shouldn't that be like multiplude or whatever it's called? Anyway, 10 different type of roller coasters operating in your park, each with an excitement value of at least 6. Really? Like really? So, you know, the last few parks have been really easy, and then we get this, and it seems to be massive too. The park's closed even. We'll change that like first thing. Oh my goodness! Look at this. Wow, it's big. It's flat. It is kind of cool. I mean, with the buildings. I believe that these are structure type things that I can build. You know, these, aren't they? Yeah, these are the tenements. And these are just terraformed. It's cool. I mean, I have to admit, it's pretty cool, you know. Yeah, here with, yeah, this really does look a bit like a town-ish with the garden fences and stuff and whatnot. Now, just so that we know what we're looking at. Wait for it. Pew. So, speaking about infrastructure. This is terrible. This is like the worst, you know. Look at it. Hey, do you want a nightmare for your guests and them getting lost like everywhere? This is it. This is what you need. Get your nightmare right now. So what we need to do is we need to come up with a plan. But before we do all that, you know, let us get a quick look around and see what we have. Because I do believe that, yeah, look at it. The park is absolutely huge. And we only need to get 10 coasters in. So, do we have 10 coasters? No, we do not. Not by a long shot. In fact, we only have 7 available, so we know that we need to research roller coasters. This is a known thing. We don't really have that many other rides. I mean, this is decent-ish. Sure, you know. I mean, no water rides, but that's alright. Well, actually, quite an okay selection of shops and stalls. Like 2 drink stalls, 3 food stalls. That's pretty okay. Again, what can you do for me? Guys, you know what we can do here? We can just set it to roller coasters, and let's see if we can finish it with only roller coaster research. Would that be a thing? I don't know, I mean, this park will not be challenging at all. It is kind of cool looking, to be honest. You know, a bit of the urban stuff in here. I mean, what we could try and do is make like a sprawling metropolis out of this, but I don't know. At the same time, you know, with the urban, I'm kind of fed up with the whole urban. And what I want is like castles and deserts. I don't know if we're gonna get that, you know. We'll see. For now, yeah, we're gonna go with roller coasters. Shall we try and do like a ultra speed run of this? I mean, it would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? We only have 20,000 for loan stuff to spend, but pretty sure that you know we will have that spent in like no time. And if we build our coasters right, which we will, then we will have money coming in like godly and pretty quickly too. Right. Now, as for like this, you know, this park that we're looking at here right now, I think we need to do a bit of, you know, infrastructure cutting, and at the same time also a bit of planning. Like, I mean, I'm not against the way this is set up per se. But I feel like these are like sections that we need to open up, you know, at later dates, and like these little, you know, driveways, you know, walk-ups towards the houses. Yeah, those we cannot keep, but so or we have to do a no entry sign to them. That's cool. I mean, I kind of do feel something for just expanding this, you know, and making this like a massive urban area. Yeah, let's do that. I just want a metropolis over here. This is going to be one big city. A big city on the island. We can have this be like New York of Rollercoaster Tycoon. How cool would that be? I mean, this loans itself like really well for coasters and the ghost trains and whatnot. But if we want an urban city, then we cannot do the challenge that I just set myself to, like doing roller coasters only, because it will just look weird, you know, with no rides in there. I mean, I kind of want like a ride over here, you know, and then another one here, and then have the houses around it. That seems cool. Let's do that instead. You know, let's make like a big metropolis out of this. I think that's much cooler to do. So to getting this operational, I think for right now, like our very first area over here. Man, if you do the metropolis, it's gonna be really difficult to get the rides in. Are we really gonna do the metropolis? No. I will speedrun this. Yes. Screw the metropolis. Yep. Screw it. So, to speedrun it, it's also much more simple and easy. Remove that. Also, remove this in its entirety. And then, I believe there should be one more tile, yeah, which is unclickable for me. Wait, so I did this the wrong way, didn't I? Look, there, that's the way how you remove this. Right, and then I believe that up till here is where we want, I guess, to be able to walk to for the time being. So, there, and then there, and then there. So this is like a good start, you know, for like our first few rides. Yeah, this will do. Now, of course, we do not have any staff, and we're fine without staff for at least for right now. So let's just get facilities down, and then from there on, you know, get staff as we need it. Also, because of, well, you know, us not needing any guests or having any failure conditions. Hello, Umbrella Pricing Strategy. We know we need you. I don't know if the weather is going to be shitty in this park or anything, but let's charge $8 for an umbrella. Seems pretty legit to me. And then we'll have blue umbrellas. Blue against the rain. Also, what we will do is get, you know, because there might be guests who enter the park hungry, thirsty, or whatever. So we'll do, you know, a bathroom at the start. And we'll also get like a popcorn thingy at the start. And we'll also get a drinks thingy at the start. So that way, you know, any guests that have any needs for anything will have it all taken care of. And then we'll do like another thingy over here. So we'll get a toilet there. And it's not like we definitely need like all the shops and stalls, you know, all the different types that we have available. So long as we got coverage for the basic stuff. And then we'll do a bit of sugar. Cotton candy, you know, woven sugar. So there we are. So this is you know, the basic facilities taken care of, and it should lure in any guests soon. TM. That seems to not be the case. Fine then. As for like, you know what we also kind of need to do is we need to plan out like where the rest of the park will be, and in terms of infrastructure. And I think that this path here that we've cut off right now is a nice section to sprawl onwards there. We might even extend this to join up there, you know. And then continue to sprawl here, do a bridge. I don't think we'll run over there. But what we might do is make like a very long bridge over here, spanning the water. Maybe also cross over here. I don't know if we'll even touch there, you know. We might. We'll see. Not entirely sure. We're not there, but that's it at least for the infrastructure. So I think our very first rides can be over here. You know, that's not like an issue. So let's get like the I believe that the motion box is actually like a pretty okay ride. And I don't think it would be a bad idea to, yeah, well, we can have like something over here. Let's just do it. Or shall we develop in the city? Let's go in the city. I think that's much cooler, you know. So there you go. This is the in the city development that we're doing here. There. Now, do we have like urban style abstract pagoda? I don't know. Pagoda looks a bit odd, doesn't it? Wooden also looks odd. Yeah, I think what we need to do is just stick with the plain one. Yeah, that looks just weird. I think the plain one looks city-ish enough. You know, it's not really matching, but it looks city-ish enough. So we'll take it. No, I don't think that the game has specified any type of supports that we can use for the path. So in that case, let's go with these. I like these. You know, I think these look the best in terms of like you know, how the fences look. Because you can also see the benches like really well on those, and that's important because benches do indicate the vandalism. And you know, if we can't see them well, you know, you're just already like 1-0 behind if you can't see your benches well. So there we go. Nice. Now let's quickly set this up, shall we? So we shall have this. Obviously, we charge the full $5. I mean, this ride can even stay at $5 for quite a long time too. So I have opened it up, right? Because I don't see anybody coming into the park. I was just wondering, like, is it even open? Sure it is. You know, there, open for business. And this will be What? What? Well, we shall call this Sim City 9000. I mean, I'm sorry, this is too easy, but I have to. It's a shame we can't have that be like. I actually have the SimCity 2000. And I recall, you know, from back in the day that with the SimCity 2000 you had like these square structures that were like mega flats, you know, very future flats for housing folks, you know. They were the residential superstructures. I forgot what they were called, but you could add your own and tweak the settings and make like ultra extreme of these things. But then you would get like, you know, all the blue cars on the roads, you know, your traffic would just explode. Oh man, good old memories for SimCity 2000. Now, what we do need to do is just go plain white on this one, you know. I don't want this to be any fancy. We'll just keep it as is. And also, keeping it as is us with this. We just know that we're gonna need these, you know, so there. And then we might as well just get like trash cans out there, because we also know that we're gonna need those there. And we also know that we need at least one mechanic, just a loose walking one, and we're gonna need like our very first handy dude, who is not gonna mow the grass, just so you know. Now, for the time being, I'll have him patrol just around the exit of this ride. Look, and there's our very first guests coming. We have one guest into the park. Where are they? Guest number 1. You are in fact number 1, and you have spent nothing, but you only have 65 bucks. I hope you are not a rich one, or yeah, but you will be damaged. Yeah, look, see, they start out with a little bit of hunger, so that's a good. That's the reason why we have a shop in the stall right at the entrance. That's so the guests can enter the park happy, you know. They will think like it's good value stuff. So there we go. And then let's enter like a few more. You have 55 bucks, so you're even poorer than me. This will be the Martian Geek. There. I do wonder though if I am guest 1, so guest 3 overtook guest number 2. Do you see what's happening over here? I should rename you to another name, which would be much more appropriate, you know, for one overtaking. But look, see, you enter with thirst, so yeah. And then we add like another one, 55 bucks too. The guests here are pretty poor. You will be airport 444. There. And you have 55. Also pretty thirsty. It is what it is. Good. Okay. Yeah, that's the button I wanted to press. Let's get the next ride in there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add music to everything here. And I've been, you know, reminded of the gentle music style, which is pretty good. Because I you know, we've had it on before. And that's a pretty good music style for us. So next, what we will do is get the tower, and we will get that like right over here, right next to this building. I'm still trying to maybe expand like the whole urban style theming thing a little. Okay, that's too high. And then let's do that. Summer is another very good music style, you know, for the park. Now we'll charge the full $5, and we don't need high. Look at me. Damage is in line for SimCity 9000. No, but we don't need many guests in the park, so long as we get their money like really, really quickly. And we shall call this. Yeah. What was it called? We'll call this the Acropod. I believe that's how the mega structures from SimCity 2000 were named. Acropods or something like it, or Acronios. Or something like it. Are we gonna do like a bit of scenerizing here, you know, placing down stuff? I mean, if we do, we do need to add infrastructure for any buildings we make, I feel like. We'll see. For now, we'll leave it as is, and we will start construction of our very first coaster in like just a moment. But blue with yellow and gray and white. No. I'm sorry. No. We will have the white pole with a dark orange, brownish caramel fudge type. And then this will be the red, yes. And then this gray shall be black, yes. The Acropod, this is how we're gonna have it. Good, okay. Well, next up is our very first coaster, and I feel like we should build that like right over here. And of course, you know, because we want our finances to be top-notch, we're gonna have that be the steel mini roller coaster. Cheap, high capacity, exactly the thing that we need. Let's have it be right over here. And then build the station backwards. Of course, I've built it like right on the line of like a few tiles, but of a few trees, but you know, that's how things will go. We can't really help it that much. Also, I think we can, because I do believe that this actually matters. Now, log cars also have like, yeah, no, we need like maximum station length on this. We'll do it with the exit here, so we'll have to expand the path. We'll do the path only, and like later on we can build like more tenements, or maybe erect a building or something. You know, we'll see what we'll do. You know what we can do? We can just do the challenge of like. Hold on a second. How is it I'm not building the track? No, well, you know what we can do? We can also just end the challenge for only roller coaster development, and also do the build the urban city sprawl. I mean, I don't see a reason why they should be mutually exclusive. Yeah, look at listen to me using fancy English terms, huh? Also, let's have this have like a pretty decent queue size. I don't know if this passes for pretty decent, but I think it does. You know, in my book it does. What? Right. So there's apparently a tree in the way, and there's another one in the way. Now we will connect this up once we have the, once we have the whole ride sorted, which is not where we are at the moment. So let us quickly get this sorted. No, one further. Pretty solid. Oh, look at what they did with the tiling. That's cool. I like that. Huh. That's cool. I did not expect that, but I really, really appreciate those kind of touches to detail, you know, that they've put in. That's good music too. And then, is that? Would we be able to do like a helix up large? And one down? Yeah, down too. Wow, okay, nice. Let's see where else we can go. Okay, that's not gonna work. Maybe if we do that like one later. It's just a tree in the way. But there's also the... Oh, cool. Now, in terms of pace, we want to lift that. That's one thing I do know for sure. I kind of expected this coaster to be built a little bit more over here, but seeing how we're not doing that, let's do a helix up long. If we go one later with this, I kind of want to do like a helix up and a helix up small. What? we get an award all of a sudden? What did we do to deserve that? with our 2 rides that we have an award now? I guess so. Thanks, game. I mean, I really appreciate that. You know, that's gonna help greatly in getting the amount of gas that we need. Also, let's touch the water here, because that's cool. I guess what we need to do for that, you know, for it to work better, is go over here. And then basically right now loop it back towards the station. Because if we don't, I'm looking at our money situation and I'm like, yeah, if we don't, then we have an issue called money woes. And we should be lined up, and then all we need to do is remove the 1 tree and ta-da! Nice! I say that that is a pretty solid operation. And you know what we can do for the time being? Is we can hook this up, but then just give it like the no entry sign like over there, for example. Nice, alright, let's test ride this, you know, and also charge the full shebang in terms of bucks. I think this is easily above 6 in the ratings. So I'm kind of anticipating that. So we will just open it up with, you know, with a price which is higher than the 6 in the ratings. Look at that. I think I might be the very first person. No, I'm the 4th in the queue. How cool is that? But I will be on the the very first train that is there. Nice. It's like the very first roller coaster that's available. Also, it is open, which is great, but it does mean that we want this. And then what we kind of also need is a fixer mechanic for this exit. Hold on a second. I think this is placed perfect. Oh, and what we also need is a handy dude for the path cleanage service that we also need. Yeah, if we don't have one over there, we're gonna be into some serious trouble. No, we might as well go for the whole shebang here. I mean, I know we have the coaster to set up, guys, and we will in just a moment, but we also have this to set up, and this is something that we cannot just neglect. Yeah, so. Now, as for like the ratings, it is not a 6. We need to change this then. Do we not have enough drops? You know how we could easily get this with a 6 or above is if we, rather than going over here, is if we go into the underground. Wait, guest 2? No way this is guest 2. I renamed you to Airport 444. Sometimes. Right, the thing is though, this is like our most popular ride. So, I guess if we do this, the guests will probably not go on it whilst it's raining, right? So in theory, we should have a good time changing this one, like right when it's raining, because else everybody will be leaving, and I will not have like one coaster that's not good enough. But I think we can fix it by going into the underground, getting back up, and then going towards the station. We will fix that, you know, like a few moments later. For now, ooh, look, we got the reverse hoo-ha belly coaster coming up. We might build that next time. We have to name this and shape this. Or once the rain is done, and I hope that it will not be whilst this coaster is going. Please keep on raining, so I only have to. I mean, we could get away with. Oh, no, we'll leave it. You know, once we have a few more coasters, we will get back and change this. But I did expect this to be better. So we'll have to work a little bit on that. But let's name this. And why don't we call this time coaster? No, I was like, instead of Times Square, you know, this will be caterpillar. No. I don't think we can do anything cool with that. Why don't we call this the Big Pear? Rather than the Big Apple, you know, because I want a New York reference. Come on, with you know, with us being all urbany and metropolis or whatever you call it, you know, we need this to be referencing a big city. Also, as we reference a big city, can we get away with? Yeah, this looks good. This looks very good. That looks very bad. This looks even better. And I guess, you know, we can do with a few bit more darker green in there. Yeah, this is good. I like it. Now what we can do to lift up the ratings just ever so slightly is get like a few fountains in there, you know. I mean, fountains are good in the end. Now we don't need too many, but anyway, guys, what we have here is the basis of our park with exactly 0 coasters done, contrary to my expectations. I honestly thought, you know, that with the drops that we have, that we might, that this coaster would be good enough, but apparently it isn't. So we need to improve it, and that's something that we will do next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.